Yo, so this is going to be a different kind of video than the kinds that I usually make. I'm going to be dealing with some pretty serious topics here. I'm going to be talking about grief, depression, regret, and all of these emotions that I felt when playing the game Returnal, and just how much this game really meant to me. But yeah, let's just get into it. No intro. So I finished Returnal recently, and this game was such an amazing experience for me. This game deals with some topics that really resonated with me, and I wanted to talk about them. If you have not finished Returnal and don't want the story spoiled for you, then I would wait until you finish this amazing game to watch this video. So this is your official spoiler warning. Okay, so saying that, when you finish Returnal, you find out that all of the events in the game are actually in Celine's head and not really happening. The events in the game are a result of her dealing with the loss of her daughter Helios, who was killed in a car accident caused by Celine. Wow, yeah, I just did that this early in the video. You also discover that due to the regret of this tragic event is what causes Celine to suffer with her grief by manifesting this alien planet, which is one big symbolic reflection of her biggest life regrets. Her strained relationship with her parents, her failed attempt to become an astronaut, and killing her only child due to her neglect. Returnal for me really emphasizes on these three things: grief, regret, and depression. As someone who has recovered from depression, I want to distinguish the difference between sadness and depression. Many people interpret being sad as being depressed, which is just not the case. Being sad is a normal human emotion that can occur from a thought or event at any time, and it is okay to feel sadness from time to time. That is what makes us human. Depression is something totally different. The best way I can explain depression is like being trapped in a cloudy rain bubble, where you live in a constant state of feeling nothing. You don't feel sad and you don't feel good. You kind of just exist. And the really awful thing about depression is that there is literally nothing your friends or loved ones can do or say that will snap you out of it. When you are sad, someone can make you laugh and it will instantly make you feel better. Or maybe your friends take you out for your favorite snack and that helps you get over it. None of these things work with people who are depressed, and it is heartbreaking because you literally watch it slowly break all of your friends and loved ones as they give up on trying to help you because they think you don't appreciate the kind words and gestures they give you. But in reality, you literally cannot receive any of them, as they do not change how you feel. Returnal really resonated with me because to me, it really reminded me of how important it is to deal with your depression and grief and regrets by confronting them head on. A lot of us don't know how we ended up being depressed. We just know we are there. And now, just like Celine crash landing on Atropos, we try as hard as we can to wish, if only I was back to blank time when I felt better. But in reality, you weren't really better at that time. You were just still in denial about your depression and you were coping with it. But as you fall deeper into it, you will go through these stages where you just wish you were where you were before instead of going down deeper and darker. Because it's scary to confront what's ahead. Once you drop down to the final biome in the Abyssal Scar, things get really intense. It's dark and scary and really hard to push on, just like in life. Things get the darkest before dawn. And if you keep pushing on, obstacle after obstacle, as it gets really overwhelming and you think you can't push on any further, and you finally get to the point where you're like, wow, okay, this is it. This is the final boss. And again, you were wishing you were somewhere else you were before, but you push on to your final conflict, your final internal struggle. After you defeat the final boss for the true ending in the game, is where you finally confront the fact that it was you who caused your child's death due to your neglect and your regrets. There is nothing you can do about it but forgive yourself and move on. But confronting the core reason that's causing your depression doesn't immediately make you feel better and happy. You are just at a state where you're ready to move on and start enjoying life again. It's not going to be easy. As you can hear when Celine makes her way to the surface and yells out her child's name, Helios! As she is aware that she is dead and there's nothing she can do. Grief and sadness are natural emotions to feel and there is nothing wrong with them, but you must push on. Time will heal everything, and you will learn from your mistakes and realize nobody is perfect. The moment you accept the fact that you are no exception and you are not perfect and you have flaws and embrace that, only then can you move on and get past depression. Each person, like myself, has a breaking point where you're like, I just don't care anymore. I'm exhausted feeling this way all the time. and your brain just kind of clicks, and only then are you ready to move past this. This game was incredible, and I'm probably reading way too much into it, but it just really reminded me of my own journey through depression. It may be scary to confront your emotions and dig deeper to the dark core of what's causing your depression, but you are fully capable of doing so, and it will take you as long as it needs. You can do this. You are loved, and the world is waiting for you on the other side. Thank you, Housemark. Returnal was amazing, and it'll stay in my mind forever.